What's going on? Nitro Gamer 7 here. Just wanted to show off the Wii U Pro Controller. I actually finally got one today. Paid $25 for it at Walmart. That's my kind of price. Never had one before, so I'm like, hey, at least, shell out 25 bucks and get this thing before they're completely gone. And so I wanted to do a quick comparison between it and the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. And so first thing that I really like about this thing is that the analogs, it's comfortable, even though I prefer really just about everything with the Switch Pro Controller over the Wii U Pro Controller, but for paying $25 for me, it's not too bad. I do like the comfort level of having the analogs here. Practicality-wise, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. I'm still much more attuned to the 360 type layout, which is clearly what the Nintendo Switch controller kind of adapts from. And so I still like that, but I think this is at least a neat idea. It probably would have been smarter that they reversed these things sooner, but that's still okay. The D-pad, I still also have to give it to the Nintendo Switch controller. The D-pad is just, it's better. But it's also had more times to perfect that, and really I don't have any complaints on Nintendo D-pads. They're always spectacular. That's other than the GameCube controller D-pad, but that's okay. That's just another story. The battery life on this thing is apparently brilliant. It's like 80 hours, I think, and so that's cool. But really practical purposes of using this thing, especially like virtual console games, I think that'd be fun. But virtual console game wise, the actual tablet controller, really the gamepad, whatever you want to call it, actually worked really well on the Wii U. That was really what I used it for. I used it for that and Super Mario Maker. Anything else, I'd use Wii Remote Nunchuck or a GameCube controller if possible. And so that was pretty much it. But here's the actual controller itself. It's very slick. You got your little charger up here, and then there's that. Or you can just turn it around like this. So that's cool. And here's the back of it. You've got your little sync button right here. And then all the text that everyone absolutely loves to see and cares about. Nintendo. Cool. And so the grips, really comfort-wise, almost everything, I would give the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller the nod. One thing that I do give the Wii U Pro Controller a nod over the Switch Pro Controller, and that's really just my only quirk right now with the Switch, is there's a power button. And so when I want to be done with playing my games, boop, turn that off, and it's done, and the system's shut down. What you do for the Switch is the only way to actually manually completely power it down is you need to go over to the system, hold the power button, power options lights up, and then you navigate through that, and then you turn it off. There should be at least some way that from the user interface navigation, I should be able to turn off the game system for the Switch completely. So that's something that this could be easily fixed and updated. Could be like, hey, if you hold down the start button for 3 seconds, this user interface option thing pops up where it's like, hey, here's power options, just like what you do with the game system, the Switch of holding down the power button. But beyond that, that's an easy fix, but that is my thing that I do enjoy about that. It's just like, boom, shut down, it's done. So that's cool. For $25, I can't complain. Be fun probably playing some VC games, even though I have like my entire VC collection is still on my Wii. So I don't really know what to do with this thing. But I did want to get it before it was completely gone. And so it's cool, it's neat. It's not really relevant anymore, but that's okay. I'm happy that I've got it. I wish I probably would have got it sooner, but for $25, I really can't complain. It's a neat controller. Overall, the Switch controller is much better. I don't think there's many arguments for it. The analog placement's better. The D-pad, it's more comfortable, in my opinion, and I think that's just factual. The buttons are actually a little bit bigger, and I think that's nice. It's just, I don't know. I think that this is a nicer style, and it's not that these are too small. They're fine. But even then, like, this Switch Pro controller is like reminiscent of the original Super Nintendo controller. At least in terms of size, they're a little bit closer. So I think that's cool. But for $25, again, can't complain. It's a pretty cool controller. Again, like, no relevance, but it's cool. So it is what it is. But Nintendo Wii U did not have a great run. Had great games. The console itself was kind of a turd, but that happens. I'm excited to try this thing out. I have used one before, but haven't really had my own. So it's like, hey, this will be fun. So yeah, overall, if you could get a controller today, if you get the Wii U Pro Controller for like 25 bucks, sure, you can get it. Switch Pro Controller is still much better in my opinion. The other nice thing that the Switch Pro Controller can do is it's multifunctional through Bluetooth. So it's like, hey, I could use it for Steam games. What do you use the Wii U Pro Controller for? The Wii U, and that's it. But that's okay. I mean, that's technology that I guess may have been there, maybe not. But you know, it's great that Nintendo's actually kind of leaping forward and being like, hey, let's use Bluetooth technology because they should. It makes sense at this point. That's where the future is already been moving for a while. So they're both great controllers. Again, Switch Pro Controller is kind of amazing. This thing is still pretty cool. Battery life is absolutely brilliant. Beyond that, if you could get one of the two controllers, obviously you should get the Switch Pro Controller. But again, they're different systems. One is selling much greater than the other ever would have and ever really did. So overall, Switch Pro Controller wins. But design-wise and everything, I think that the Wii U controller is still cool. And I'm rambling, so I'm just going to be done with my video. So thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.